Sup guys, it's Joe here, and I'm giving you some thoughts and feelings on the new Our Hollow Our Home album, which is released on Friday, but Metal Hammer have streamed it today, Wednesday the 1st of March. The problem with being a metalcore band is that because of how many bands there are within the genre, unless you do something that truly stands out, you just end up becoming another name in the crowd, if you will, and it does happen to a lot of bands. Our Hollow Our Home is definitely not one of them. In fact, they stand well above the crowd and have truly laid down the benchmark with their debut album, Hartsick. Now, you'd expect a debut album to be maybe a little bit sloppy, and you could forgive the band if it was. But here's the thing, there is not one sloppy moment on it. After releasing their EP a couple of years ago, they've really come a long way. The one big difference I've noticed is the major improvement of the clean vocalist Tobias. And if I'm honest, his vocals weren't bad to begin with, but on this album, they are just something else entirely. Even the lead vocalist Connor, his vocals have improved, and everything just slots into place in this album. Simple fact is, if you're looking for a band that's the missing link between Bury Tomorrow, In Heart's Wake and The Amity Affliction, then look no further than Southampton's own Our Hollow Our Home. This album really boasts a lot of good tracks, some heavy riffs, heavy breakdowns, soaring melodies, basically everything a metalcore fan could want. And there's a lot of old school metalcore moments in there as well, that some of the older metalcore fans who maybe aren't so into a lot of the modern stuff can also enjoy. Now, while listening to this album, it's impossible for me to pick out a standout track. I mean, you've got the personal touches of Lone Shark, you've got the soaring melodies of Carmadillo, which is, again, the latest single that they put a video out for. You've got the heaviness of the second part of Pride, the more melodic touches of the first part, and, you know, those are just a few of the tracks I could name, but for me, those are the ones that stood out. You've also got Thrown to the Wolves, which they've re-recorded, and if I'm honest, it sounds better than ever with the production they have on the album. Whoever produced it, they have done an amazing job. Like, it is groundbreaking stuff, and I really feel that Our Hollow Our Home are going to be a name that a lot of people are going to hear a lot about in the next few months to few years. They are just about to embark upon a tour promoting this album, and if you can, I so strongly recommend you do it. Having seen them before, I would recommend you go see them live. You will not leave disappointed. But again, it's so tough to pick out a standout track. Some tracks are really heavy, some are more melodic, some are in the middle. You know, you've got a fairly decent mix, and I feel like that this is an album that shouldn't be a first album. This is the type of album that a band would release, maybe on their third or fourth at a push. But to say it's a first album is a truly astonishing feat. But again, I will say here, my standout tracks, after really racking my brain and thinking about it, have got to be Thrown to the Wolves, Carmadillo, Wormswood, and the Pride two-parter. But whatever your favourite tracks are, from the opening moments of the opening interlude to the closing insanely heavy breakdown of Foxblood, I'm pretty sure there's a moment on this album that everybody will enjoy. So if you haven't already got it or listened to it, I strongly recommend you do. I would rate it 10 out of 10, but you know, that's just my opinion. What are your opinions on it, guys? Please drop them in the comments box below. I want to know what you all think. But my mind was truly blown, and I think it is actually going to become one of my favourite albums of all time. Well, thank you for watching this video if you stuck it out this long. Let me know your thoughts on the album in the comments box below, and until the next video, it is goodbye from me. Cheerio!